KCM Equestrian, and today we're here in the beautiful Hunter Valley. We're with my good friend Freya, who is part of our KCM Equestrian family, and she's going to be showing us some exercises for horses who rush while they're jumping. She's just warming up at the moment, and she'll be here to introduce herself to you in a second.
Hi, I'm Freya, and this is my 12-year-old thoroughbred Reuben. He is a very hot show jumper, and these are some of the exercises that I do to help him with control and basically not rushing. He's mostly warmed up, but we're going to start by just opening him up a little bit out in the paddock, because I find that if I don't, he will start off really sluggish, and then when we start jumping, he feels like he has to rush to get that power. So I always like to get him nice and forward before we start. So I'm going to go and do that. So we're just going to go over this pole a couple of times just to get my eye in and to make sure that he knows what we're down here for. Good boy. Just quietly. Steady, steady, good. We've just jumped across rail just to get him started, but for the sake of the length of this video, we don't really need to show that. So now I've got a one stride pole to a plank to another pole. We'll see how we go. We just want our speed to stay the same. Quiet. Good boy. We ran a little left that time, so we'll come around again. Hey, 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 hey. And just try and stay a little straighter on landing. Good boy. Heads up. This wind is pretty horrible. But the first time he went quite nicely, but he might be a little more keen now. He knows what he's doing. Whoa. Quiet. Yeah, see? So it's a really good exercise. Because if they do run, they're going to run into it and hurt themselves. So it kind of teaches them that they have to be quiet, they have to pay attention, or else they're really not going to make the distance, because it is quite tight. So hopefully this time he's going to be a little bit more careful and go, okay, I do need to listen to you. Quiet. Good. A little short there, but that's fine. Good. There we go. Very nice. So that time he didn't rush because he went, oh, that hurt a little bit the last time when I didn't do as I was asked, just quietly. I'm just ignoring that when he wants to run off, and resist the urge to grab with my hand, because then we'll just end up in an argument. So just send him forward when he wants to muck around, even though the instinct is to pull back. Quiet, same, good boy. Good. Hey, just quietly. Thank you. Good. Whoa. We'll do that in the other direction. Good boy. Well done. Because I do find that they'll start off quite nice, and then the hot horses start predicting what's next if you are too repetitive. Quiet, quiet. Ignore it. See, you've got yourself into a pickle. That wasn't very comfortable. So you should come around and do it quietly next time. So that's the idea, that he learns that if he's not paying attention, he's not willing to bend, then he's making it harder for himself. So I obviously don't have the strength to really hold him if he wants to go. Quietly, quietly. That's better. We still didn't get our last distance there because he was a little rushy. Keep it together, keep him round. Keep him around my leg. There we go, good boy. Quietly. Good. Quietly, keep him in the turn. He's still flinging himself over a little bit because he's wanting to get going a bit too much. No, you're not jumping that one, silly. So this time I'm going to pay a little more attention to the turn because we're quiet and then we're turning and getting hot. There, that's better. Stay there, stay the same. Good. That's it, good boy. Well done. That's it, that's what we want. Good boy, have a rest. Good boy. So this exercise here is a line of bounces to an oxer to a pole, and this is going to be a lot harder for him. He's really going to have to sit on his back end a lot more. And again, if he wants to rush and run, it's just going to be a demolition. So I'm just going to try and keep everything the same. I'm going to have quite a short approach because the longer the approach, the more time he's got to build that speed and start preempting what we're doing. So we're just going to have a nice short approach around here, and hopefully he's learnt from the last exercise. Just quiet. Tricky. Yeah, I thought so, but that was very honest, good boy. So he wasn't quite sure what he was doing there, but that's okay. He went where I wanted him to, so I'm still happy with that. Quietly, just come quietly, quietly, quietly. Don't run, just stay the same. Just stay the same. Just a lot more agile there, good boy. Yeah, you're on the wrong leg, buddy. Woohoo. Woohoo. Whoa. Whoa. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not going to canter off until I've got the trot that I want. Thanks. Okay, off you go. The circle. So he thinks he knows what he's doing and he can just call the shots. Canter. Quiet. Just quiet. The last time he ran a little left, so I'm going to keep my outside leg on and just quiet. Good boy. Well done. It was still just a touch stronger than I would have liked, but he was a lot quieter and more careful. Not only does it help them to just sit up a little, makes them a lot more tidy in the front end. I'm just ignoring it. There's no point fighting. Just keep him forward. Don't let him back off when he starts to head to us. That's a bit naughty. Shall we come around again, mister? Smart pants. Yeah. Canter. Good boy. Quiet. Quiet. Don't rev up. Quiet. Right. So inside the exercise, we're really not having too much trouble. He's got really no other choice but to go through it quite calculated. It's just the getting there that's the problem. So I might even trot him in this time. He's more than capable of that. They're only small. Just so he knows he's not allowed to just run. Just come quietly. We'll pick up the canter whenever we're ready. Good. That's better. Good boy. All right. Nice. Good boy. Well done. Trotting. Ooh. Good boy. So the next part I've got there after the exercise is I've got a little bit of a curve line to another vertical. So I might give that a go. I really like curve lines because again, it makes them think and it makes me really aware of keeping them around my leg. So I'm going to trot in again because that worked quite well to just pick up the canter at the last second so he's not building up too much crazy. Good. Canter quietly. And then we're going to look for our next fence. It's quite tight. Good. And just that curve line made him go, oh, I better steer. I better listen to the leg. So we'll keep coming if he's going to stay nice and quiet. So I'm trying to keep everything the same. Try not to push him on with my seat, which can be a little bit of a hard habit to break. And again, looking for that fence. We've landed on the wrong lead to make it a little harder for ourselves. Good boy. Trotting. Good boy. Just making him listen. Say, no, you don't get to call the shots. I'm setting the pace. Nope. We're still trying. Good boy. And curving. Good boy. All right, good boy. So having those nice short distances, they don't allow him so much time to run and build momentum. Good boy. Okay, so the last little exercise is just a double here. I think we set it at 3 strides. So hopefully some of the things that we've worked on through these other exercises, like getting him around my leg, getting him nice and straight, is going to come through here, so we can do that bit more of an open distance with him still staying relatively calm. Again, I'm going to take a shorter line here because it doesn't give him so long to look ahead and lock onto the fence. And the height it's still nice and small, but really we're working on technique and balance and calmness, so the height isn't really an issue. We can always work on that another day. So yeah, I'm just going to give that a go and see how we have fared. Quietly. Good, that's really nice, good boy. A little short, but I'm not too worried about that because he stayed really nice and calm.
So I hope you've enjoyed that video with Freya. We're very lucky to have her help us out with some of these. Yeah, so hopefully we'll see you for our next video.